All right, I'm going to show a couple different ways that you can create ribs on this part. So we can go to the geometry and sketch a line. So this is an actual line. It's not going to change the mesh. It's not going to be on the surface. Right now, it's literally just a line. So with that line, you can do a number of different things. You can imprint the line onto the surface. So we can use the Imprint tool from geometry. Source is the line, target is the surface, and we'll say Imprint, and that'll actually update the mesh around it. We can then use the drag to drag this line up, and that creates a new surface that you can then create a new rib with a new mesh here. So we can go ahead and pick the surface and say mesh. Let me create a new, go into a different component. So the other way we can do this is kind of that same idea, is with the geometry again, create this line. But this time, let's extrude the line out first. Let's see. Let's drag this. I want to drag it along a vector. So I want to change this vector. So we can just kind of change the vector any way we want, like this. And then I'll drag this up and say OK, and then I can mesh this as well. So in this case, I've built the mesh, but it's not attached to the surface or the elements yet. So now I want to fuse. So I could go to Elements, Fuse, and my source is going to be Elements. Here's my source. I'm going to say Alt. That gives me the ability to just grab the whole face. My target is going to be Elements, Alt. And I want to do a smaller fuse threshold. So 0.1 or something. That's going to, it's kind of like a tolerance that it looks for. And then I'll say fuse. And now it's actually fused the elements together. So the other way we can do this is let's create another component, and I can actually cut a line on the surface directly without creating a line first. So in geometry, I'm going to go to split, and I can use interactive, and that's going to allow me to pick a node and pick a node. Sorry. Pick a node and hold the mouse button, and you can see that I'm dragging a line, and I can do it either to perpendicular, to an endpoint. You can kind of see it goes perpendicular. It snaps to nodes. It's going to go to, it'll go to midpoints here on lines. You saw that pop up. So it has a lot of snap features. But now when I snap to this node, so it splits the line directly. So now we can also drag that, the line itself as well. We can drag that and create that rib as well. So now the copy. So in this case, I can just say elements. So I hit E. That changes my selector to elements. I say Alt. Picks all of them. I say Control C, Control V, and that's copied and pasted and automatically has brought up my manipulator, and then I can move it. Exit out of here with escape, and you can see that it's copy pasted a new set of elements into a new component. So hopefully that clears up the different ways that you can create these ribs from either geometry or from previous elements and fuse them into the new one.